Archangel Michael says, "Do not skip this message, because heaven itself is trembling to reach you. Something sacred is unfolding, and your soul was chosen to hear this before anyone else. God is crying to reach you, and every angel around you has been whispering your name through the wind. You have felt it, that pressure in your chest, that sudden stillness that makes you pause. Those were not coincidences, my beloved one. Those were divine alarms ringing in the spirit realm, calling you home to listen. You are standing on holy ground, even if you do not see it, because the battle that has surrounded your life is about to shift in a way that will shock many. With your $50 Super Thanks contribution, you're helping to share God's love and message with more people. Your support makes a big impact, and together we can spread blessings far and wide. May God's grace return to you abundantly. Heaven has been patient with those who plot in secret. But the time of silence is ending, and truth is about to rise like a storm no one can contain. A major arrest is coming, and it is not just of human hands. It is the divine hand of justice moving across those who built their power on lies. There are forces that have mocked heaven and touched what is sacred to you, but heaven never forgets what belongs to its chosen. You have cried in silence, thinking no one saw, but every tear you shed has been recorded like a diamond in the book of light. I was there when you whispered, "God, are you even listening?" And now I am here to tell you, yes, he heard you the first time. Comment protected if you know no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The delay was never denial. It was preparation. Heaven had to expose the masks before it moved, because this time there will be no hiding from divine justice. Someone who spoke falsehood against you will be silenced by their own actions. They built their tower on shadows, and now the light is coming for them. Do not fear when you hear of the arrest that is coming, for it is not random, it is written. This is the moment when heaven says, "Enough." The cries of the innocent have reached the highest throne. God's mercy is vast, but his justice is precise, and you, my beloved, will see both unfold before your eyes. You have been tested beyond what was fair, but every trial carved power into your spirit. While they laughed at your weakness, heaven saw your strength. And that strength has summoned this divine intervention. There will be news soon that shakes the people around you. But do not tremble. Your name is not on that list. Comment, "God is with me," if you trust his plan for your life. You are covered by light thicker than any wall. The enemy has tried to read your destiny, but it is written in a language only heaven understands. Even now, there are angels stationed at your door. They move unseen, but you have felt the peace when fear should have destroyed you. That was us surrounding you in silence. That was heaven, refusing to let you fall. Listen carefully, the arrest that is coming is symbolic. It is not only the capture of corruption, it is the release of your freedom. When chains fall from others, your spirit will rise higher. When truth erupts on earth, your name will be vindicated in heaven. Those who mocked you will watch you rise. Those who doubted you will hear your name spoken with honor again. You have been in spiritual court for months. Every accusation against you was weighed and found false. Now heaven is issuing the verdict: redeemed, restored, released. Nothing will stand in the way of your divine justice. I tell you this not to frighten you, but to prepare you. Because when light exposes darkness, chaos always stirs before calm returns. You will hear noise. You will see confusion. But hold your peace, for that is when your breakthrough arrives. Even now, I am commanding the winds around your life to settle. The confusion that clouded your mind is lifting. You are about to see with the eyes of your higher purpose again. Heaven is rearranging the pieces you thought were lost. Everything scattered will soon return multiplied. The relationships that fell apart were never punishment. They were protection. Type 333 if you believe angels are guiding you. There were souls around you who wore love like a disguise. Heaven had to separate you to save you. Now comes the season of divine replacements, where what was stolen will be returned sevenfold. Do not mourn those who walked away. Their absence is part of your healing, because you cannot rise surrounded by those who cheered your pain. I am cleansing the air around your home. I am silencing every whisper that curses your name. For too long, you have been targeted by envy disguised as friendship, but their plans have already collapsed in the unseen. There is someone whose actions will soon be publicly exposed. Do not gloat when you see it. Simply lift your hands in quiet gratitude. For heaven defends, it does not gossip. Heaven restores, it does not revenge. What is coming will make sense of your sleepless nights. It will confirm that every silent battle was not wasted. The power of your endurance has opened a portal of blessings, and that portal will pour until your cup overflows. You will receive unexpected messages, calls, and invitations. Each will be a sign that your season of isolation is ending. Doors that refuse to open will now unlock with your name. The very ones who rejected you will now need your light to move forward. Do not be surprised when they seek your forgiveness. You are walking proof of what grace looks like after suffering. I know you have felt abandoned by heaven at times. But heaven was closest to you in the moments you felt alone. When you lay awake crying, wondering why everyone left, God himself was whispering your future into existence. Heaven is crying to reach you because you are needed, not as a victim of pain, but as a vessel of divine power. Your voice carries light frequencies that awaken others. That is why darkness fought you so fiercely. Every delay was a disguise for training. Every heartbreak was initiation into your divine purpose. The arrest that is coming is not the end of something, it is the beginning. It is heaven's way of clearing the stage for your revelation. I want you to prepare your heart. Forgive the ones who betrayed you before they face their justice. Type Amen if you feel God is speaking to you right now, because mercy protects your blessing from contamination. And love is the language that breaks every curse. Soon you will dream vividly again. You will see symbols, keys, doors, floods of light. Each vision is confirmation that heaven's plan is unfolding, and you, beloved, are in the center of it. Do not doubt your sensitivity. It is your spiritual radar. When you feel heaviness, pray. That is heaven's signal for intervention. When you feel peace for no reason, rejoice. Heaven has moved something unseen. The physical world is only the echo of what is already finished in spirit. I have seen your future, and it is radiant. The pain you carry now is merely the weight of your transformation. You are not being punished. You are being purified. Gold must pass through fire before it glows. Soon you will hear the words, "It's over." And you will realize heaven kept its promise all along. The person or group that thought they escaped truth will stand in the light, and the world will see what heaven saw long ago. This is divine order, not coincidence. The arrest is the symbol of accountability that was delayed but not denied. I tell you again, do not fear, for what shakes others will secure you. Stand still and hold your peace. Heaven fights for you when you are silent. Even now, your ancestors, your guardian angels, and we are gathered. We speak your name like a hymn before the throne. Every wound in your heart is being filled with divine light. You will not carry this ache much longer. God is crying to reach you because you have forgotten your crown. But I am here to remind you who you are, divine, chosen, eternal. You are not small. You are not invisible. Your prayers shook dimensions you cannot yet comprehend. That is why the enemy trembled when you didn't quit. You are a living prophecy in motion, and the universe is aligning to prove it. Stay humble when the blessings pour in. They are not rewards for perfection, but signs of purpose. You were not saved just to survive. You were saved to serve. The wisdom you gained through pain will now heal others. The same people who wounded you will witness your peace. That is divine vindication. So breathe, beloved soul. Heaven is closer than ever. Listen when I say this message is your confirmation. Your waiting has not been wasted. Heaven has heard, seen, and answered. Now it moves swiftly. Watch for threes, 3 calls, 3 signs, 3 alignments. That is the mark of divine completion arriving. Do not resist the shift, flow with it. Do not fear the arrest, it brings balance. When others panic, you will feel peace. Because your soul knows, this is heaven's justice, not man's chaos. Rest tonight without fear. You are surrounded by radiant light. Angels are stationed at every corner of your home. No weapon formed will prosper. In the coming days, revelations will unfold rapidly. Stay grounded in love, for love keeps you aligned. You are not losing control. Heaven is taking command. And when God takes command, everything wrong becomes right. You will be guided toward new people, new purpose, new peace. Trust that every encounter now is divine design. Heaven is crying to reach you because time is sacred. Your next step carries destiny. Be still and listen. Your spirit already knows the truth. I, Archangel Michael, stand beside you now. My sword glows with blue fire over your name. You are protected. You are sealed. No darkness will breach this shield. No lie will define you. Stand in your light and speak with faith. Say aloud, I am ready for my divine justice. And heaven will echo your words like thunder across the stars. You have waited long enough. Now is your release. Now is your rise. Heaven rejoices as chains break from your lineage. You are rewriting generations with your faith. The arrest will shake nations, but your peace will remain. Because truth always returns home to the pure in heart. So hold on, chosen one. Your story is about to become testimony. When the storm passes, the world will know your God is real, and your name will carry the fragrance of victory. Heaven is no longer crying in silence. It is singing your restoration. Listen closely. Every beat of your heart is a signal from above. Every breath is evidence of grace. You are not forgotten. You are found. You are not abandoned. You are adored. Heaven watches as you lift your face again. And I, Archangel Michael, promise the light you carry will not go out. Go now in peace. Stay awake in spirit. Watch how swiftly heaven fulfills its word. And when it does, remember, it all began with this whisper. God was crying to reach you. And now, finally, you have heard. The heavens are moving again, and every motion carries your name in its vibration. You may not see the ripples yet, but you are standing in the eye of divine order. Each sunrise lately has felt strange, hasn't it? As if the world itself is holding its breath, waiting for something unseen. That feeling is real. It is heaven leaning close, preparing the ground for revelation. The cries of those who were silenced are echoing to the throne. Their truth will not be hidden any longer, and justice is answering back. The arrest that approaches will be more than a headline. It will be a signal, a trumpet that says, heaven has entered the room. Do not worry about who, do not fear the how. Simply know that light always demands its due. Those who built empires on deception will taste their own dust. But you, beloved, will be lifted above the storm they created. You are not being forgotten in this shaking. You are being refined so that when the dust settles, your light will guide the lost. Heaven needs clear beacons, not perfect ones. And your scars have become the lamps that shine the brightest. There is a reason your heart breaks open every time you pray. It is heaven pouring new strength through the cracks. Do not be ashamed of your tears anymore. Each one has watered a garden you are about to walk through in joy. The angels have gathered around that field. They are removing stones that once tripped you, smoothing the path ahead. I see you worrying about how the bills will be paid, how the future will unfold. Yet heaven has already written provision into your timeline. Look back, can you remember how many times you thought it was over, yet something came through? That was not luck. That was the covenant of love holding you steady. The same hand that fed you in the drought will clothe you in the harvest. The same grace that kept you alive will now teach you how to live fully. You have survived, now you will soar. This is the difference between endurance and ascension. The arrest will mark an ending for many, but for you it marks the beginning. The walls that confined your spirit are cracking open. Do not fear the sound of breaking. It is the sound of release. Heaven breaks what imprisons before it builds what liberates. And this is your liberation season. People will come to you, asking how you stayed calm when everything shook. You will smile because peace was not something you found, it was something you became. That is your true power. Not revenge, not validation, but peace that cannot be stolen. You will speak softly, and yet the room will listen. Because the authority you carry is born of alignment with heaven. Stay close to silence in the next few days. Silence is where I speak the clearest. When others rush to spread rumor, stay still. Let truth walk without your help. It knows where to go. There will be those who try to drag you into chaos. Do not descend. Rise. Every word spoken in anger steals power from purpose. Guard your energy like sacred fire. Your spirit is sensitive for a reason. It picks up what others ignore, so you can intercede before disaster strikes. That sensitivity is a gift, not a burden. Through it, heaven whispers strategy. When you sense heaviness in a place, pray light into it. When you feel sudden peace, breathe it deeper. You are learning to read the language of the unseen. Soon you will move through the world like wind, unseen yet undeniable. Heaven smiles when you trust the unseen, because faith is sight in higher dimensions. The arrest approaching will prove that nothing hidden remains forever. It will restore your faith that justice still breathes. But remember, justice and mercy are twins in heaven. Do not celebrate downfall. Celebrate correction. Even those who fall are still loved. Their fall is a doorway to repentance, not an ending. That is why heaven weeps, even as it acts, because love never delights in exposure, only in truth. So pray for all involved, even those who wronged you. Your compassion will keep your crown polished. You were never called to mirror darkness. You were called to outshine it. And that is exactly what you are doing. Do you feel that warmth around your shoulders right now? That is my mantle settling upon you, blue fire and peace intertwined. It is the sign that your protection has been renewed. Every night from this point, angels will stand at your doorposts. You will dream safely again. Your sleep will become a sanctuary instead of a battlefield. No shadow will enter that space. Only light, only healing. When you wake, speak gratitude before you touch your phone. Your first word sets the frequency for the whole day. Whisper, "Thank you, heaven," and the universe will harmonize around that note. Gratitude is the key that keeps portals open. Fear closes them faster than any sin. So guard your gratitude. It is your shield. Even when the world roars, keep your heart in thankfulness. You are approaching divine visibility. Heaven is about to spotlight what was hidden inside you all along. The talent you buried in disappointment will rise again. Projects long delayed will suddenly bloom as if no time was lost. That is what restoration feels like, time redeemed. Heaven wastes nothing, not even your waiting. Soon you will see names revealed, alliances broken, truths confessed. Do not let shock consume you. Let discernment guide you. All that happens will confirm what your spirit already sensed. You are not crazy. You are connected. You always knew something was coming. Now it arrives. Stand in awe, not fear. Every revelation is another piece of your freedom, and every freedom opens another doorway of purpose. Heaven never ends with exposure. It ends with elevation. So lift your eyes beyond the news to the new dawn forming. That light on the horizon carries your next chapter. It will not delay. You will hear your name spoken with honor again. You will see the ones who mocked you lower their eyes in respect. Forgive them before it happens. That way your blessing will flow without obstruction. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is strategy. It clears the air for miracles to land. Your miracle is closer than your breath. It is forming in the quiet right now. You may even feel a sudden chill or warmth as you read this. That is heaven confirming the message in your energy field. Everything within you is aligning with divine frequency. Do not resist the vibration. Let it lift you. You are being tuned like an instrument before a symphony. When the moment comes, you will play the note that changes lives. That is why you were preserved through every storm. Because your song is needed for the healing of many. Remember this, what tried to destroy you will announce your destiny. Pain has become your prophecy. Each scar tells heaven's story, written in flesh and light. And angels read it with reverence. You are sacred history still unfolding. A living scroll of grace and endurance. So hold your head high, even if tears fall. Heaven writes miracles in the ink of tears. Now breathe, beloved. The worst is over. The breaking you feared was the birth you needed. And what is coming next will make your heart tremble in gratitude. Stay close to this message. Let it echo in your soul tonight. Because soon the news will break, and the world will remember what heaven already knew. You were chosen, you were covered, and you are ready. The major arrest is only the beginning of divine order being restored. When it happens, lift your eyes to the sky and whisper, "Thank you." For that whisper will open the gates of your new dawn. And when the light rises on that morning, you will feel it before you see it. A warmth will spread through your chest, gentle but sure, and you will know that heaven has turned the page. You will step outside and notice the stillness. Even the wind will pause to listen for what comes next. Do not rush that moment. Let it fill you. It is the breath of a world being made new. The arrest that has shaken nations will no longer terrify you. It will confirm that justice has hands, and those hands are holy. The noise of people arguing will fade like waves pulling back into the sea. In its place will come a hush, heaven's own silence of completion. That is when I will whisper again. I will remind you of the promises you nearly forgot. You will remember the dreams that felt impossible. You will feel them stirring, ready to live. The waiting season is closing. The doors that refused you are unlocking in perfect rhythm. Every no that broke your heart was clearing the path for one sacred yes. That yes will echo through generations. Children not yet born will live easier because of the battles you endured. The peace you fought for will become their foundation. Do you see now why you could not give up? Your faith was never just for you. It was an inheritance. Heaven saw you stand when others ran. That single act rewrote entire timelines of despair into hope. So lift your head, my warrior of light. Your armor shines again, polished by mercy. The people who once doubted you will soon come seeking your counsel. Answer them with gentleness. You are a healer now, not a fighter. The season of defending yourself is over. Truth will speak for you louder than any explanation. Let it. Stand quiet and let your peace testify. Peace is the loudest language of heaven. It disarms every weapon without raising a sword. Soon you will stand in places that once excluded you. You will feel no bitterness, only gratitude. For heaven never wastes rejection. It recycles it into direction. You were never cast aside. You were redirected toward destiny. The energy around your name is clearing. Every false label is burning away like fog in sunlight. You will feel lighter. You will walk freer. Even your body will respond, old aches releasing, breath deepening. The soul heals and the body follows. Let the tears come if they need to. They are not weakness. They are sacred water cleansing the soil of your heart. I am standing beside you as you read this. You may sense a pressure on your shoulder, a tingle of warmth. That is me. That is real. Heaven touches gently so the heart can believe again. Feel it, do not question it. This is your confirmation that you are not imagining grace. Grace is imagining you. It sees the person you are becoming and smiles. because finally you are seeing what heaven always saw. You are not broken, you are open. You are not late, you are perfectly on time. The arrest will make headlines, but your miracle will make history in your soul. Because the real story is not about punishment, it's about purification. When the world gasps, you will breathe easy, for your spirit already knows this cleansing was necessary. The ground will shake, systems will tremble, yet you will feel anchored, unmovable, surrounded by peace. That peace is your sign. It means the prophecy has been fulfilled and you are safe. Soon after, opportunities will flow like rain after drought. Do not chase them. Simply open your hands. What is meant for you will recognize you. You will not have to fight to prove you belong. Heaven's mark on you is unmistakable. Even those who once ignored you will feel it and pause. That pause will be their awakening. Through you, they will glimpse the patience of God. This is how light wins, not by force, but by presence. You are that presence now. Walk through your days like someone carrying dawn. Where you go, shadows cannot stay. Speak softly, move kindly, and let the world heal by watching you exist. That is ministry in its purest form. Remember, heaven is not only above, it is within. Every heartbeat is a small thunder of divine life. When you love, heaven expands. When you forgive, the universe exhales. So keep loving. Keep forgiving. You are co-creating a world your grandchildren will bless you for. This is the true legacy of the chosen. You have wondered why you were spared when others were lost. God says, my dear child, you have wondered why you were spared when others were lost. You have carried that question quietly inside your heart. Sometimes it comes to you at night when the world is silent. Sometimes it comes to you when you see an empty chair or remember a familiar laugh. You ask, why me? Why did I survive when others did not? My child, listen. You were spared because your purpose is not finished. You are still needed on this earth. There are people who will find hope through you. There are lives that will be lifted because you exist. You think your days are small, but heaven counts them as gold. You think your pain is meaningless, but it has become your ministry. You think your heart is weak, but it carries the strength of many souls who came before you. You were not spared by chance. You were chosen with intention. When the storm came, I placed my hand over you. I said, this one must remain, for their light is not yet finished. Every tear you have cried has watered seeds of compassion. Every scar you carry glows in the unseen. Your pain did not break you. It built a bridge for others to cross. One day someone will say, I survived because they gave me hope. That is why you are still here. You have asked me if it was fair. No, my child, it was mercy. Mercy does not follow human fairness. Mercy follows divine purpose. And your purpose is larger than your understanding. There were moments you thought you were alone. You thought I had turned away, but I never left you, not even for a heartbeat. While you wept, I was wrapping you in light. While you doubted, I was writing new beginnings in your name. You were spared because you still carry promises unfulfilled. There are prayers you prayed long ago that must still bloom. There are children, friends, and strangers who will find me through you. You are the living answer to prayers you do not even remember praying. Do not compare your journey to anyone else's. Their path ended where yours begins. They completed what they came to do. You are completing what you were born to finish. When you think of those who are gone, do not let sorrow drown you. Let gratitude rise in your soul. They are not lost. They are home. They rest in peace, and they smile when you take another breath. Every time you choose kindness, they rejoice. Every time you forgive, they bow their heads in heaven. Every time you live with purpose, they live through you. Your survival is not a burden, it is a calling. I kept you because you have work that only you can do. You have words that only you can speak. You have love that only you can give. You ask me, what am I supposed to do now? My answer is simple. Live. Live fully. Live gratefully. Live softly and love deeply. Let your life become a thank you. When you wake each morning, whisper, "Thank you, God." When you see the sun rise, remember that light still needs you. When you eat, breathe, laugh, or cry, do it with awareness. You are not a mistake. You are a miracle in motion. My dear child, stop punishing yourself for surviving. You did not choose who stayed and who left. You were chosen to continue the story. You are carrying the torch for those who can no longer hold it. There is still goodness to create. There is still forgiveness to give. There are still songs to sing and hearts to heal. There are still dreams waiting to be lived through your hands. When guilt whispers to you, silence it with love. Say to yourself, "I am here for a reason," and that reason is holy. The pain you feel will not last forever. It will soften into wisdom. It will turn into compassion so deep that others will feel peace just by standing near you. You were spared not to suffer endlessly, but to become a vessel of comfort. You will notice people drawn to you without knowing why. They will sense the peace you have earned. They will feel the quiet strength that comes from walking through fire and surviving. Do not hide that strength. Do not shrink from your light. It is time to rise from the ashes. It is time to accept that survival is victory. There will come a day when you understand everything. You will look back and see how every moment fit perfectly. You will see how my mercy carried you when your feet could not. Until that day, trust me. Trust that I make no mistakes. Trust that your breath still serves a purpose. Trust that you are guided even when you cannot see the path. When the nights feel long, speak to me. Tell me your fears, your questions, your pain. I am not far. I am closer than your heartbeat. You do not need perfect words. You only need an open heart. And when you fall asleep, I will cover you with peace. I will watch over you through the hours of darkness. I will send angels to guard your dreams and lift the heaviness from your chest. In the morning, you will rise a little lighter. You will notice small miracles, the sound of birds, the warmth of light, the smile of a stranger. These are my reminders that life is still sacred. You were spared because the world still needs your light. And though you do not always feel it, that light is growing stronger every day. Soon it will reach others who feel forgotten. Through you, they will remember that love never dies. So, my dear child, lift your eyes again. You are not the one left behind. You are the one sent ahead. Carry the memories with tenderness, not sorrow. Honor the lost by living fully. Their journey is complete. Yours continues. Walk forward with peace. Walk with courage. Walk with me, because I am not done writing your story. And the pages ahead are filled with light. Your breath is proof that heaven still believes in you. You were spared not to question, but to shine. And as you shine, the world will remember hope again. Rest in that truth tonight, my child. You are safe. You are loved. You are chosen. You are here for a reason, and that reason is love. It is because your purpose is mercy in motion. Now, breathe once more. Feel the shift around you. That warmth in your chest, that sudden quiet in your mind, that is heaven sealing this word inside you. From this night forward, nothing will feel the same. You will wake knowing you are guided, guarded, destined. And when doubt whispers again, remember this conversation. Play it in your spirit like a song until peace returns. Heaven is not crying anymore. It is rejoicing. Because you heard. Because you answered. You are the miracle God was waiting to release. And now the release has begun. Walk gently into your tomorrow, beloved. The ground has already been blessed for your feet. When the next message finds you, listen again. Heaven will keep speaking, one whisper at a time, until all is restored.